Hey, have you ever been to Tunisia? I've heard it's a beautiful country with so many amazing places. What do you think is the most beautiful place there?
Oh, Tunisia is stunning. I visited a few years ago and fell in love with Sidi Bou Said. The whitewashed buildings and the blue doors overlooking the Mediterranean Sea are just breathtaking.
Sidi Bou Said is amazing, no doubt. But have you been to the Sahara Desert? The vast golden dunes stretching endlessly, it's like stepping into another world.
True, the Sahara is mesmerizing. But for me, it's hard to beat the charm of the ancient ruins of Carthage. The history there is palpable, and the views of the Gulf of Tunis are incredible.
I get that. Carthage is on my bucket list. But seriously, have you seen the coastal town of Hammamet? The beaches, the Medina, and the vibrant atmosphere make it my top pick.
Hammamet is lovely, no doubt. But for a more off-the-beaten-path beauty, Dougga's ancient Roman ruins are something else. It feels like you're transported back in time.
Dougga sounds fascinating. I guess Tunisia has so much diversity. What about Matmata, with its unique underground troglodyte dwellings? It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie.
Matmata is indeed unique. But I can't forget the charm of Kairouan, especially the Great Mosque. The architecture and the spiritual atmosphere are truly special.
Kairouan must be incredible. Tunisia is a treasure trove of beauty. I can't wait to explore it all. Each place seems to have its own magic.
Absolutely. That's what makes choosing the most beautiful place so tough. It really depends on what captures your heart, the history, the landscapes, or the cultural richness.
You're right. I think I'll just have to visit them all to decide. Tunisia has so much to offer, and I can't wait to experience its beauty firsthand.
That's the spirit. There is something magical about the way Tunisia seamlessly blends history, culture, and natural beauty. Another gem that stole my heart is El Gem. The Roman amphitheater is colossal, and the preservation is just awe-inspiring.
El Gem, right. The Colosseum of Africa, they call it. I've seen pictures, and it looks colossal indeed. But what about the island of Jerba? The beaches, the markets, and the historic sites create this perfect blend of relaxation and exploration.
Jerba is a little paradise, no doubt. The laid-back atmosphere and the authenticity of the local culture make it a standout destination. Speaking of islands, though, have you considered the Kairouan Islands? They're so unspoiled and serene.
Kairouan Islands? I haven't explored much beyond the mainland, but that sounds intriguing. It seems like each place in Tunisia has its own unique flavor.
Absolutely. And it's not just the landscapes. The people and their hospitality add an extra layer to the experience. I remember wandering through the markets of Tunis, the energy, the colors, and the aromas. It's an adventure in itself.
Tunis sounds vibrant. It must be fascinating to explore the blend of modern life and historical richness. And I've heard the Bardo Museum is a must-visit with its extensive collection of Roman mosaics.
You've done your homework. The Bardo Museum is a treasure trove. The mosaics there are like windows into the past. But you can't talk about Tunisia without mentioning the Medina of Tunis, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a maze of history and craftsmanship.
The Medina must be like stepping into a time machine. It's incredible how Tunisia preserves its heritage. And I've heard about the Chott el Jerid, the salt flats. The surreal landscape there, especially during sunset, must be unforgettable.
Chott el Jerid is indeed otherworldly. The vast expanse of white, the mirages, and the silence create a surreal experience. Tunisia surprises you at every turn, doesn't it?
It really does. It's fascinating how a relatively small country can offer such a diverse range of experiences. I can't wait to explore all these places and discover my own favorite spot.
Well, when you do, let me know. We can compare notes and reminisce about the beauty of Tunisia. It's a journey that stays with you long after you've left.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to share my experiences with you. By the way, have you ventured into the Atlas Mountains? The landscapes there seem like something out of a postcard.
Ah, the Atlas Mountains are a hidden gem. The picturesque villages, the lush valleys, and the warm hospitality of the locals create an unforgettable journey. If you enjoy hiking, it's a must-visit.
The Atlas Mountains sound like a dream. And I've heard that the city of Tozer is an oasis in the midst of the desert. The palm groves and traditional architecture seem like a serene escape.
Tozeur is indeed an oasis of tranquility. The contrast of the green palm trees against the arid surroundings is surreal. And if you're into Star Wars, nearby locations like Chott el Jerid were used in the filming.
Star Wars locations? That's a unique touch. It's amazing how Tunisia's landscapes have become part of such iconic films. But let's talk food. Have you tried the local cuisine? I've heard the flavors are a delightful mix of Mediterranean and North African influences.
Oh, the food is a whole adventure on its own. From the spicy harissa to the aromatic couscous, every bite is a journey through the region's rich culinary heritage. And don't even get me started on the pastries in the markets.
My taste buds are tingling just thinking about it. And I can't forget the significance of the annual festival of the Sahara and Dows. The music, the camel races, and the vibrant celebrations must be an incredible experience.
The Festival of the Sahara is a cultural extravaganza. It's a celebration of nomadic traditions and a glimpse into the heart of Tunisia's heritage. The energy and colors during the festival are unlike anything else.
I'm getting more excited by the minute. Tunisia seems like a place where every corner has a story to tell. I can't wait to immerse myself in the culture, history, and natural wonders.
You're in for a treat, my friend. Tunisia has a way of capturing your heart, and each visit feels like discovering a new facet of its beauty. When are you planning your trip?
I'm hoping to make it next year. I want to take my time and savor every moment. And who knows, maybe I'll find my own hidden gem, that one place that resonates with me the most.
Thanks. Your enthusiasm is contagious. And speaking of hidden gems, have you explored the troglodyte homes in the village of Shanini? The architecture carved into the cliffs is like something out of a fairy tale.
Shanini is enchanting. Those cave dwellings are a testament to the resourcefulness of the people. It's a unique experience, exploring the narrow passageways and learning about the history embedded in the rocks.
Wow, Shanini sounds like a step into a different world. Tunisia's ability to preserve its historical sites while maintaining their authenticity is truly commendable. Have you visited any local markets? I'm curious about the crafts and souvenirs.
Absolutely. The markets are a sensory delight. The Grand Souk in Tunis is a treasure trove of handmade crafts, spices, and vibrant textiles. It's the perfect place to pick up souvenirs and immerse yourself in the local atmosphere.
I can almost picture the bustling markets and the array of colors. And I've heard about the annual Jasmine Festival in Hammamet. The aroma of jasmine filling the air must create a surreal and fragrant experience.
The Jasmine Festival is a sensory feast. The fragrance is intoxicating, and the cultural performances add a festive charm to the coastal town. It's a celebration of Tunisia's rich floral heritage.
That sounds like a sensory overload in the best way possible. And I can't overlook the historical significance of the ancient city of Kairouan. The Great Mosque in the Medina must be like a living history book.
Kairouan is steeped in history. The Great Mosque is not only a masterpiece of Islamic architecture, but also a symbol of the city's spiritual importance. And wandering through the labyrinthine streets of the Medina is like stepping back in time.
It's fascinating how each place has its own story to tell. I've also read about the coastal town of Bizerte. The mix of Ottoman and Andalusian influences must create a unique character.
Bizerte has a charm of its own. The old port, the Kasbah, and the coastal views make it a picturesque destination. It's a perfect blend of history and natural beauty.
I'm scribbling down all these recommendations. Tunisia seems like a traveler's paradise. I appreciate your insights. They've added so much to my anticipation. Any final words of wisdom before I embark on this adventure?
Embrace every moment, savor the flavors, and let the beauty of Tunisia unfold naturally. Whether you're exploring the ancient ruins, sipping tea in a local cafe, or marveling at the diverse landscapes, each experience will be a chapter in your own Tunisian story. Safe travels, and may you discover the true essence of this captivating country.